Hey guys, I'm Brittany of Britzy Thrift. I'm a reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay, and welcome back to another thrifted haul. So I've been trying to turn listings out so fast that I've been having a hard time keeping up with hauling every single item, but I've got a little batch here that I'm going to share with you, so let's just get right into it. The first item that I picked up most recently is this Judy blue, and this is in a size 3, size 26. They are a straight leg pair of faux leather pants. I really was impressed by this because they're this beautiful Barbie pink. I don't see any flawing on it. Of course, I will, double inspect them when I'm photographing and packaging and everything, but I just thought they were so cool. They're straight. It's just very interesting, kind of like a little Britney Spears, 2000s sort of vibe to it. I just thought it was really pretty. Judy Blue is a brand that has performed well for me in the past, but I slowed down with picking it up. I don't always pick it up unless it's maybe like a larger size or the style is a bit different than just, like the typical blue jeans or whatever. So this one I really liked. This one is called Komarov or Komarov. This is an extra small. Apparently it's a brand that's sold at Nordstrom. So it's new with part of its tag. I think it has like another brand tag that comes with this, but I believe this was donated from like a boutique. And even at the boutique, they were asking $398 for this dress. So I looked up comps, and I do see that quite a few have sold pretty high price. I'm going to look it over to make sure there's no flaws, but I love the shimmery, crinkly textured sort of material. And it's a, what is this, a midi or a maxi? I don't know. But I love it. It's kind of mermaid-esque, and it's got like that, that silhouette, like that feminine, coquette kind of silhouette, and new with tags. I think I have high hopes for this. It's also got like some lace there, a little bit of mesh you can see through the sleeve. So it's got a lot of things going for it. I think it's very pretty, and I'm excited to try this brand out. Here's something I grabbed from the $2 bin. This is a large Sailor Moon tank top. Very cool. It's a racerback. I used to watch Sailor Moon when I was younger, and it's an anime cartoon. I used to watch like the dubbed over version in English, and I thought it was so cool. So when this popped up in the $2 bin, I was like, I'm getting it. I don't care. Just, I'm getting it. I want to sell it. I've never heard of this brand before. This is something that I pulled out of the men's bin. It's new with tag. This is called Lunified, and this is in a size 3XL. Apparently they make, I'm not even going to pretend to know what they make. I'm looking at the design here. This is a pair of swim shorts, by the way. But it seems like if you find more like there's these coats that women, that are made for women that sell really well. So I don't know, this is a new to me brand. I'm just gonna, list it and see. I like the size, I like the condition is new with tags, so let's just see. Every now and then I will pick up plush. This one was not marked up. This one was $1.99, and someone had a pretty cool collection. This says it comes from Rilakuma? Forgive me if I'm not saying it right. But it still has its tag on it, and I just thought it was a really cute little teddy bear. It does have like one little mark up here by the eye, but I'll disclose that. Sometimes I do like to just do, I don't know, plush if it stands out to me, and I thought this was kind of cute. So the tag has been torn, but it is still considered new tags. This is a new tag, Pilcrow. This is a size 28, and it's this camouflage velvet button fly pant. Thought it was kind of cool, so I threw it in the cart. Here's something that I picked up a bunch of polos of before, and it hasn't worked out. I haven't sold one yet, so I was getting ready to pass on this, but I was like, it's a different kind of item. So the polos I have are casual, they're short sleeve, they're buttoned down, and this is a pullover that has a little bit of cashmere in it. It's cashmere and cotton, Collars & Co. size medium. It's a men's cream quarter zip pullover, and I just thought it was really nice. I didn't see any stains or anything, and it looks like you can sell these for about $40. Oh wait, I don't want to say no stains whatsoever. I did notice that there is a little bit of like color bleed right in there, but it's very, very minimal and minor, so I don't know. I'm going to give it one more chance, but if this does not perform well, then I will not be looking for any more Collars and Co. On the $2 bin, this was the creepiest thing. I do watch the movies, The Conjuring. So this is from that. They're based on true events or whatever. So this is Ed and Lorraine Warren. And apparently someone took a trip to their occult museum. They keep artifacts in there from the cases that they worked through. One of them being Annabelle, which was, she doesn't look like this in the movie, but it's originally a Raggedy Ann doll. Anywho, this is in a size 3X. It was only $2, and I feel like for Halloween, someone would probably really like this. You know, just simply because if you're like a fan of like the Conjuring universe, The Nun, Annabelle, any of that stuff, you know, you might want this for Halloween if you're into like the goth grunge sort of thing. So I was like, okay, $2. It's in really nice condition. You know, I'm a fan of the movies, so I'm gonna try it. This one came out of the boys $2 bin. I'm wondering if it might be women's though. It says large, so I just assumed that it's a boys. But this is a Nike NFL collaboration, and this is a sports, you know, what, San Francisco? I am not a sports person, but I do know that's a sports logo. It's also got the American flag and NFL, and it's got like the, you know, the army fatigue. I just thought it was a really, really, really cool hoodie, and it was only $2, and it's just in really nice condition. I don't really think that they wore it like that. Maybe they just took the tags off of it or something, but in any case, I was like, I think I can sell this. To me, this looks kind of like Minecraft, you know, and maybe that's why it caught my attention, but I was like, okay, I think I can sell it. Here's one of my favorite brands. This is Carved Designs. This is in a size small, and this fabric is extremely, extremely lightweight. It's kind of sheer. Unfortunately, they cut out the fabric content tag, so I don't know what it's made of. It's not linen. I don't know. It's pretty lightweight. It's like a really lightweight cotton or something. So, but still, I have had good luck with Carved Designs, and so I wanted to add it to the collection regardless of what it's made of. Here's something that there's quite a few of these listed, but I still didn't want to leave it behind. It was in the $2 bin with, that's where they put their t-shirts and their hoodies and their scarves and gloves and hats and accessories and things like that. So this is a Timberland. This is a New Tag scarf, just in this sort of like toasted brown or mustard brown plaid. Thought it was kind of cool. Says it retails for $60. Again, there are quite a few listed new with tags, so you know it might take a while to sell, but I still sometimes I just throw things like that in my closet anyway, just because it's a good opportunity, you know, to sell something. And I just like this piece for itself. So this is a Neiman Marcus, and this is their cashmere collection in a size medium. It's like this ribbed poncho sort of top, very roomy, kind of boxy. And I was going to leave it, but then when I checked the tag, it said it was 100% cashmere, with exception to the little sparkly, you know, thread that's woven into it. I just like it. It's like it's oversized, it's cashmere, it's luxurious. And I was like, I want to get it. So maybe I'll find a buyer. Next up, another nice sustainable piece. This is from the brand Flax, and this is in a size small. It's 100% linen red tunic top. So you got a bit of that high-low going on there. Very breathable, very pretty. Just, you know, good old sustainable fashion. Next, we have this men's classic fit extra large Eddie Bauer plaid shirt. Is it a flannel? They said it's men's signature twill in Baltic. Retail price is $50. So I do like selling Eddie Bauer. And this was a really good day at the thrift store. I found, you know, quite a few good pieces. Wait, what's that? It's weird. It's a flaw. It's not a hole, but like, see, sometimes you don't notice things until you get home. But I'll disclose it in any case. Next, here's another Eddie Bauer piece. Thought it was really cute. I assume that the tags that look like this come from Costco. This is a women's 2XL, and it's the Polar Fleece quarter zip. It's, you know, new with tags. And I love this pretty, I think the name of the color is Bone. But if you look closely, it is textured with this pretty tribal print there, geometric print. So again, yes, we're in, about to be in the summer, or it already feels like summer where I am. It's extremely hot and humid. So, but when it starts to cool down, maybe I'll be able to sell this. But then, like I said, it's different temperatures in different places. You never know where people are going. So this is something that I'm curious about. This is called, Bamboo K. And I just thought it was such a beautiful light key lime green plaid. It is a men's medium and it is 85% modal, and it's just in beautiful condition. So I looked it up and some of these shirts are actually doing pretty well. Next we have Eileen Fisher. This is in a size 3X and this one's new with tags. This is called the, oh wait, maybe it was this one that's called Bone. So maybe the other one's just cream. I don't know. They look the same. Like the Eddie Bauer thing. Anywho, it says it's the slim ankle pant. And it retailed for $178. I love finding new with tag Eileen Fisher. It's pretty cool because the last piece that I had was flawed. I think it was like a boiled funnel neck sweater and it still sold for a really good amount. So this is just a white pair of pants, but it feels great. I wonder what it's made out of though. Is it organic cotton? No, this has nothing sustainable in it. This is actually 70% viscose, 24% nylon, and 6% spandex. But it feels, like something nice. Sometimes it does trick me. That's why I always have to look at the fabric content tag. But in any case, I still think it's a wonderful find. It's new with tags. It's 3X. Neutral, versatile. It will go with anything. It's this pretty cream earth tone. So I think this was a great find. I picked this up just based on style. So this is an extra large. Yeah, this came out the $2 bin. I thought it was kind of cool. I was thinking of Halloween. You could definitely say this is like grunge, rock, goth, emo, all that stuff in here. So it's got the distressing, the slits on it's a long sleeve sweatshirt, and then it's got the huge skull graphic. I think this would be kind of cool if you just wore some black leggings underneath it. Great for like October. So just based on the style, I picked it up for $2. Here's another $2 sweater. It just feels really, really good. It says Amore Fate, Jellicoe, made with love. And it's just something that somebody, I guess, picked up when they were on vacation. But it's such a thick cotton, and this graphic feels so nice that sometimes when sweatshirts feel really good and they don't feel, like cheap, like 1,000 million trillion of them were made, I will go in and pick it up because for $2 for me, someone, might want to replace theirs that they got, or maybe lost. It might have like some emotional attachment or something. Maybe somebody has one identical, something happens to it, and then they come to Poshmark and they see it and they want to get it, and then I can make a profit. And they get a good deal, so I grabbed this one. Draper James, not RSV Draper James, which I think is the one that sold at Kohl's. This is just Draper James. It is new without tag. It's got the string and the button. This is a size 3X. And it's just this pretty black, flowery, ooh, that's pretty. It's like it's got these little sort of Victorian accents to them. Like the sleeves and everything. It's just very pretty. And great size, great condition. So, oh, and it's got the button collar there on the back and the little ruffles and everything. Here's something called Featherlight. This is in a size medium and it's just a quarter zip pullover. I picked it up because it's got UNC Chapel Hill there. And I have been able to sell, some UNC stuff, some collegiate stuff. It's, let's see, new with tags. And what does that mean? What is moisture-free wicking? So I think I'll be able to find a buyer. Sometimes I can, move that kind of stuff with the college branding. Here's a brand that sold very well for me, and I've only found it once before. This is a Tracksmith t-shirt. It's a long sleeve. It's a men's. Before I found a women's vest, and I believe it sold for like $120. Here's the little patch at the bottom. It says Overland, and it's got their logo, which is a little bunny rabbit. The only reason it caught my attention was because something about the tag, like when I was flipping through this, you know, I was like, why does that give me a good feeling? And it was because I was having good memories of like subconsciously selling the other piece and it being a great flip. So this one actually, she charged me $2 for because it was supposed to be in the $2 bin. So that was awesome. Someone donated some prana, and after I bought that Nuitag prana Saxon dress, I was like, if I find Nuitag prana, I'm gonna get it. I don't have the best luck with like pre-owned prana. I've got a pair of prana hiking pants right now that are listed that I think are pretty cool. It keeps getting likes, but nobody's biting. However, with that Saxon dress, I guess because it was Nuitag's, it sold, you know, fairly quickly. So I actually did find another Nuitag piece. This is a women's large V-neck striped knit sweater. Again, I don't want to leave these things behind just because we're in the summer. Before you know it, you know, it's going to be Christmas tree time. I hate to say that. I hate to say it so soon, but it's true. And, you know, people are going to be looking for these kinds of things. So next we have this orange polo shirt from Banana Republic. This is a men's size large. And once again, I was thinking of the fall. I was thinking of Halloween. If you want to have that preppy look, but you want to be, you know, kind of like in the Halloween spirit, I think this would be really cool. This one makes me nervous, so I'm not going to handle it for too long. But this is a Vince size small, and it is Nuitag's, retailed for $295. So there's the tag there, and it's just this taupe blouse. It's very, very delicate because it's 100% silk. And it's like this tunic top. It's like an office top. I just couldn't say no. Then we have a vintage piece. I believe it's from the 90s. This is a brand called Plug. And this is a size 32. They're like these, I don't know if you call them pants or jeans. They kind of feel like both, but they're pinstriped. And they've got like the, you know, striping on the inside. I just thought they were really cool. When I got to the cash register, she specifically pointed these out and was like, I like those a lot. And I told her, I think it's from the 90s. She was like, oh, it's just the best, you know. So when I check the comps, it looks like this brand performs pretty well. I'll be able to throw in like some retro, you know, keywords or whatever, so it should do all right. This is something that I thought I'd sold before, but I did not. This is a 46 long vintage campus jacket. So it's a bomber jacket in this pretty pale blue. And it's got faux fur on the inside. I just thought it was so cool, and I just really wanted to get it. I don't know what the other thing was that I sold. I swear, whatever it was, it started with a C like this, and that's why I was thinking that I had sold it before, and it did well before, because I think it was just a sweatshirt, but it still did very well, even flawed. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is really cool. This is a lined bomber jacket, and it does have like, it's a full zip, and it's got like a couple of little spots on it, but it wasn't too bad. Anyway, it turns out that whatever it was I sold before, I don't think it was campus, but I still like this jacket. I think it's a really cool vintage piece, and so I'm going to sell it. I don't know why these caught my attention, but I was like, okay, it says P.S. Paul Smith, and they just feel kind of nice. Like the leather feels kind of buttery. It's got these purple laces or burgundy maroon, and then I don't know, it's like sometimes you can just look at something and tell that it's like quality. Apparently these shoes are good quality and they're reselling well. They do have some creasing. I'll disclose all of that, but it wasn't like a no. I still think they're in pretty good condition. I think that you can probably polish them up some. This is a brand that I had good luck with once before, and this is my first time finding a top. Usually I find like the sweatpants, but this is called Comfort, C-O-M-F-R-T. This is an extra large, so it's got like this spill out here. This one has a bit more wear to it, but it is still a very, very thick. When you feel Comfort, if you ever come across this brand, it is a very, very thick cotton, like sweat, or you know, like it's not totally heavy, but like it usually grabs my attention when I'm digging through the $2 bin, because as soon as I put my hand on it, it's like you can feel like, you know, it's something sturdy. So I grabbed this one. This is the extra large top. And then I was lucky enough to come across some more pants. So this is Comfort Large in this pair of gray joggers. I like this brand. And I usually find it in the $2 bin because they're sweatpants, and I think it performs well. I could probably get like 40 for it. I have a pair that are listed in like a leopard print right now. I don't know if like maybe the leopard print is like throwing it off, where people are like they just want a solid color, or if it's just because like the weather is hotter right now, maybe people don't really, you know, want really thick sweatpants like this. But when people start getting ready to pack to go back to go to college and everything, I think you'll start seeing some of this comfort wear, you know, selling. And that's it. So that's everything for what I've recently picked up. I'm trying to slow down with my shopping. I usually, well, I'm trying to get to like 1 day a week. Right now, I think I'm at 2 days a week of shopping, and then every other day I'm working on getting this stuff out, washed, listed, stain treated, whatever it is I have to do, just to make sure that the system is getting some kind of activity from me on both Poshmark and eBay every single day. So I'm really happy about the things I picked up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one.